Hi, Alan SoCal, and I'm going to be reviewing this brick of a power bank, 40,000 milliampere hours, basically 40 ampere hour power brick. And I just got it connected to a charger directly out of the box, and it's at 60%. I've started charging at 8:55 a.m. my time, and I'm charging from a 2.4 amp source, which is a plug-in power strip system at my work desk. So we're going to see how long it takes for this to charge up, and I'll then follow up, of course, with my review about what I think of this power bank as compared to many others that I have. Hi, Alan SoCal, and I'm going to do a quick review on a power bank, and it's what I'm going to call Big Bertha. It's the biggest one I've got right now. It's a 40 ampere hour or 40,000 milliampere hour, same thing, power bank, which means it's got lots of reserve capacity, more than what I've seen in power banks recently that I've reviewed. When I started reviewing power banks, I was reviewing small ones, anywhere from 5,000 milliampere hour to 10,000 milliampere hour. And I thought 10 was big. Then it just grew, and then it was 20s, and then 26.8s, and then 30s. And I'm talking ampere hour. Just multiply that by 1,000, and then you get the ratings in milliampere hour. And in brief, the way that I rate a power bank is by its cost per ampere hour. So 40,000 milliampere hour to me is a 40 ampere hour power bank. And in this case, so it's $46 divided by 40, just a little above $1 per ampere hour, which is really getting down there. And the reason I know it's getting down there is because cost per ampere hour, the way I figure it, I think when I started reviewing power banks, they were about $1.50 per ampere hour. And then I saw twin packs of the 5 and 10,000 milliampere hour power bank, knowing that power banks were going to be much larger in the future. So here we are, and this particular power bank, and let me just, where did I do with there's my mouse. I'm running a large monitor well, it's just below the lens, but it's my teleprompter. This is the KONFULON. In fact, I was thinking full on, like let's bring it on, and KON. So it's KONFULON. And that's the branding on this power bank. It is, again, 40,000 milliampere hour. First thing I did, because it was so hefty, I put it on a scale, and I come up with about 1 pound 13 ounces. So it's just under 2 pounds. It's so heavy I dropped it just now. So based on the vendor page, and I'm looking at the vendor page right now, they're boasting charging for the power bank. If you use the micro USB, it's 5 volts at 2 amps. And I can tell you for the fact, if you use the Type C, and we're talking about the charging points on the end here, you're going to have a C and you're going to have a micro USB to choose from. I didn't see the micro, come to think of it. Oh, it's in black over here. It's the blacked out area. Well, I'm going to get into that in my review. I'm going to show you some time stamps, more or less. When I got this, it was at 60% charge. And long story short, I plugged it in to a what I thought was a quick charge here at my review desk, and it turned out that it wasn't as quick as I thought it was going to be. It turned out that leaving it in, starting with 60%, and that was at around 8:30 in the morning, it only got into the 80s in the late afternoon, 80%. So it went from 60 to 80. By the time I retired for the evening around 10 p.m., or at least went to the master bedroom, it was getting close to 100. But I'm going to show you via photo right now the charging record. I highly recommend that you use the USB-C for your charging, because that'll allow 3 amps and 5 volts at 3 amps. So I have what I think is my most powerful quick charge station over at that battery farm, and you've seen the photos of it, and that's how I achieved 100%. Anyway, but when it comes to just sheer power, and I'm not necessarily talking about charging a cell phone. I'm talking about taking a power bank like this at 40 milliampere hour and using it to run 2 or 3 of my, say, 18-inch lights, my circular diameter LED photo lights. So this has got enough power in some cases to run some smaller, not the smallest, but it'll run some smaller lighting that will accept a USB supply. And I can use this to run all sorts of things that require USB power, fans, whatever. But unlike a lot of these other power banks, this particular one has got 40,000 milliampere hours compared to what I thought was really at the high end in the 30s, 32, etc. I'm giving it 5 stars because, using simple math, this particular power bank is running at a little over $1 per ampere hour, and for me, that's high value. Plus the fact, now that I found out, if you've got a true quick charger, a fast charging station, that's what you want to use for this. Otherwise, it will take quite a while. So you want to get a really capable charging cable, and you want to run it through a certifiable quick charge point. 5 stars.